Howdy, folks. I think everybody can hear me. It's Henry Tenby. This is Airliners Live. This is a Vancouver show, and we're just setting up here. Final few minutes before our official kickoff time here at YVR. It's about 6 minutes to 12 here in Vancouver, and it's a cloudy. Well, it's not cloudy. It's a smoky day. We'll talk about that once we get the show underway. But we are starting our show. So welcome to the show. I hope everybody is doing fine. And just had a max land. Chat here. When I unfortunately I've got the video on my phone, but it says the chat has moved, and I'm unable to find the chat, which means I'm unable to interact with you guys, which is a new thing. I've not seen that before. The chat has moved. I don't know where it's moved to. Yeah, I'll just open it up and close it down, but this is Airliners Live, this is Vancouver, and this is Henry Tenby, and we have a Q400 on approach coming in from Prince George, a bit off in the distance. The time is 11:56 here in Vancouver, so we're going to be launching our show officially at 12 noon. It's actually a clear day, but we have smoke due to all the forest fires that are active in the area, which, as I say, I will talk about that. Here is our first official arrival of the day. Q400. WestJet. There's a very, very high wind. I'm sure you can probably hear it on the microphone. But it's right down the runway, so we are not going to get any wonky landings like you guys get in the UK. It's straight down the runway, so they're all perfect landings. But the windsock is just going crazy here. I'll show you guys what that windsock looks like in just a second. There's an Air Canada Rouge in the background. Thanks. Okay, we've actually got it looks like a heavy on approach. So let me see if I can figure out what that is. From Frankfurt, Condor. So this time last week, our luck went upside down. So let's see if we're actually able to see it this week. This is Condor. Nice. Fortunately, Sun Country is going into the other side. You just heard that on the radio right now. They're sending Sun Country to 26 left. For 9 months in a premium economy seat. Thank you, Mel. Hello, Mel, and glad to have you here on the show with us. It's awesome. Well, looks like we've got another heavy coming our way. So that's coming from Air Canada Flight 64064 from Incheon Airport, Seoul. So that's on approach right now. So I think we'll move the camera over to that. Turn the radio off. I guess the wind must be ferocious. I don't know how it sounds to you, but it's just a constant howl in my ears and it's very loud. So nothing we can do about it. He was crabbed, and you saw a major kick out there. Pilot kicked it out straight and level as soon as he hit the runway. They slow down very quick because of the wind. next arrival is a Q400, followed by a 37 coming in from Toronto, Flair. So we'll get this Q400, Q400. There it is. Reverse. Nice and slow. Jet arrival from Toronto. It's as I say, it's Flair flight 605 from Toronto. We're landing right now on runway 26 right here at YVR. Okay, I've got a little bit of time. Here, so okay. Well, okay, hello everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the show. Officially, it's Henry Tenby. It's the Airliners Live show. This is Vancouver International Airport, and we have a very, very strong wind situation today, blowing from the west to the east. So it's super, super windy and super, super noisy. So the audio is definitely affected. Not too much we can do about that. The important big news that's happening here today in British Columbia is that we have major, major fires burning in Kelowna, and in particular West Kelowna. And they're doing evacuations of thousands of homes and thousands of people from their homes in Kelowna. And I'm certainly, my heart and best wishes and prayers are out for all those people that are affected by that. And hopefully the fires won't reach the homes. And this is breaking news. It's happening right now, basically. On the radio, you turn on the radio here in Vancouver today, and it's all about live coverage from the situation in Kelowna. They've taken fire trucks from all the communities in British Columbia, even from Vancouver Island, Vancouver, Victoria, you name it. Almost every community has sent spare fire trucks to Kelowna to assist in the battling these blazes that are threatening the outskirts of the city of Kelowna as we speak right now. So that is the huge news here in Vancouver. It's a 100-year event, I guess you might call it. Thousands of families are affected. And also, at the same time, in the Northwest Territories, Yellowknife, the capital city of the Northwest Territories, is under evacuation order. The city of Yellowknife has a little over 20,000 people. They've already evacuated, I believe, 19,000 people. And only 1,000 people remain in the city of Yellowknife. And yesterday, they had a huge airlift, massive airlift, of people from Yellowknife down to Calgary and Edmonton. They evacuated the hospital in Yellowknife. They used a Canadian Armed Forces Charlie 130 medevac aircraft that was shuttling or taking people that were unable to leave their beds down to southern Canada, to Alberta. So huge evacuation efforts have taken place over the last 24 hours in Yellowknife as well. So these are certainly very challenging times. The fire situation is huge here in Canada right now. As I said, we have two communities under evacuation order, the city of West Kelowna, as well as the city of Yellowknife. So that's what I can tell you. That's what's happening here right now. And I'll climb behind the camera and we'll continue the show. Hang on just a second. Okay. It's kind of hard to think with the wind. It's just quite incredible. Quite incredible, actually. It's an assault on the senses, so... Okay. Let's have a look here. Who have we got in the house? Yeah, it's Yellowknife. Yellowknife is the capital of the Northwest Territories, and they've evacuated 19,000 of the 20,000 residents, and they did a massive airlift yesterday. So, yeah, it's a brutal situation. Brutal situation for people that live in these remote, small communities. Well, not Kelowna's hardly a remote community anymore. It's a major city. So, yeah. Hello, Philip Curtis. And Paula. Hi, Paula. Doing well, actually. I'm okay here. We've got an aircraft on approach. I'm quite comfortable, really. It's windy, but the temperature's pretty good. It's about 19 degrees. This aircraft that we have on approach now is from Los Angeles. It's the American Airlines 1719. And it's a, what is it? It's an A319, actually. Yes, but thank you for asking, Paul. I'm doing very well. I had a fantastic breakfast. Very filling breakfast. I had my yogurt, and I had wonderful waffles, some syrup, and egg. Absolutely. So I'm going to be good here for the show. Nice and, I've eaten nicely. So I shouldn't be getting hungry. Oh, he's a bit crabbed, isn't he? Yeah, he's a bit crabbed there. Not a little bit, I would say. That's a bit wonky. Too bad the wind isn't a little bit more off the center of the runway. We'd have some really nice wonky landings like you guys get in the UK. But those are just so hard to see here in Canada because they've constructed the airports like nose into the wind, so we just never really have those, wobbly wings, and that's something you don't see here. I've never seen it, or very rarely seen it. two Q400s. So two Q400s back to back. There it is. I mean, it's windy as hell, but he's not exactly struggling. So yeah, this airlift that they did yesterday from Yellowknife down to Calgary and Edmonton, there was every airline in Canada, I think, was involved in it. Even the Canadian Armed Forces with Hercules. It was a big, big event. Unfortunately, we didn't see any evidence of it here in Vancouver, not that I'm aware of. Boy, that's an early turn off. And we've got another Q400 landing. The second Q400 is from Victoria. It's Air Canada Jazz. Behind that, we've got an Air Canada 319 from Edmonton. So, let's have a look here. Yeah, Eggpeck says Q400 landing in crosswind is interesting, but I don't think there's any crosswind here, not very much. It's pretty much right dead straight down the runway. I mean, well, this is the most wind we've had in quite a while here in Vancouver. As I say, too bad it's not a bit more displaced from the center of the runway. It would be extremely impressive. City. And we got another one after another, Q400s. Dime a dozen here in Vancouver. Let's get the next one. Oops, that was me. No, this is not the Q400. This is the Edmonton A319, which is Air Canada flight 239. somebody said Alaska's next. It's interesting how the weather changes. I mean, it goes from boiling hot here, uncomfortable, to windy as hell. The show's going to go until at least Lufthansa arrives with their big, beautiful 747-400. So if you're wondering the time frame, it's probably around 3 o'clock. So it's probably like 3 hours from now, 2.5 hours from now, something like that. Something on approach. I don't want to take my eyes off the camera because I'm panning this Q400. But once I kind of lose that, then we can have a look at the flight radar. I better do that actually because it's coming fast. It's actually it's a WestJet 37 from Edmonton setting up on approach, and let's get it. Beautiful. Obligatory puff of smoke. Spoilers up. And he'll make the early taxiway. Nice and busy. Another airplane on approach. I'm sure it's a Q400. Looks like Q400 lights to me. It is a Q400. And then behind it, there's a jet. Toronto. It's Porter Airlines. So we'll go get the Q400 first. So here's the Q400. We don't often see it flying, actually. Very rare to see it flying. I guess it's a fishing charter airplane. So it'll go to the South Terminal. Yeah, that's North Caribou Air. It's actually a Dash 8. It's a Dash 8 300. It's not a Q400. It's neat. Very neat. Neat to see. Very neat to see. Wow. What's the reg on it? Let's get the reg. FHNC, for those of you that are Reggie bashers. It's got a bit of a gate hold there. And we've got a jet coming in behind. The jet is the Porter. So let's get the Porter. That's a nice, I like that Dash 8 though. Here's Porter presenting themselves here at YVR. With their beautiful Embraer 190 E2. Off fast. Air France A380 in the back. A380, A350. Bite my tongue. That's an A350, not an A380. Wishful thinking, I would think. Let's have a look at the flight radar to see what's coming our way. Doesn't look like anything at the moment. Looks like we've gone, oh, there is a jet. Far out though. It's a 113 WestJet service from coming to Vancouver from Calgary. So that's next, but it's, as I say, it's a little bit of a ways out at the moment. So it gives me a chance to look at the chat and see how you guys are doing. So let me just point the camera somewhere somewhat interesting. Yeah, how about this WestJet about getting ready to go? Okay, how are you guys doing? And now I can take my eyes off the camera and have a look at the chat and see how you guys are all doing today. Let's see, wow, a lot of chat that I've missed, my goodness. Calling all Reggie batchers. Next is CGW Juliet Foxtrot. Yes, that's the WestJet 113 from Calgary. Exactly. So, John Southwell says Porter purchased 50 brand new Embraer 195s and started taking delivery on February the 1st. Yeah, I wonder if they'll actually take delivery of all 50 of them. That's a huge number. And the Canadian marketplace is only so small, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see, actually. Hello, Kevin. Kevin says he's doing well. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Kevin. I'm doing well, too. I'm really comfortable. I mean, it's windy. It's definitely windy, so it's giving me audio. I can hear a lot of, wind in my ears, but I there's nothing around that. Nothing I can do about that. And I know it's going to be hitting the mic as well. So I don't have the umbrella attached to the tripod just because the sun is quite filtered due to the smoke we have in the area. If I had the umbrella attached to the tripod, it would just be the tripod would be all over the place for sure. It would be turning into a Mary Poppins situation. Hello, Matt and Buzza. Duncan YT says, is this airport close to any of the fires? No, we're hundreds of miles, I'd say, from the closest fire. This airport is on the coast, Vancouver International, and there are no fires burning in within, I'd say, a few hundred kilometers of Vancouver. Thank goodness. WestJet Max taxing on its own steam. The new colors. Due to the wind, it's just myself and one other spotter who's sitting down there. So just the two of us taking in the action, actually, which is fine. We're just chilling, relaxing. Away. So Loopy says next in is a WestJet from Calgary. Thanks, Loopy. I appreciate that. Old WestJet livery, indeed. Hello, Ronnie. Nice to see Ronnie Middlehurst here. A regular. Chester Mike. Matt Smith and Carl. So yeah, hello, Mary Matthews, joining us from Manchester. Hope your Manchester evening is going well. Glad that you're watching Airliners Live here in Vancouver. It's nice to know. Just want to make sure I haven't missed any donations. I don't think I have. So we do have a lander. Our next lander is, let's see what it is. Our next lander's from Calgary. It's WestJet 111 737-800. Little bit of a ways out, but I do see it. But in a second, I'll bring the camera. Well, I'll start to bring the camera around to it. There's a Delta Express taxiing out. Baby Embraer. So let's go get the WestJet. There it is. Ooh, bit of a violent contact with the runway. Summer's ending because the temperature's quite a bit cooler, and with the wind it feels even cooler. It feels like it's mid-teens, and I know you guys have had really bad weather over in Europe and the UK. You've had very damp, cold, cool weather, and we've been roasting hot here in Vancouver. If anybody is new to the show, new to our channel, do hit the subscribe button and you'll get a notification whenever Airliners Live is going live. So do hit the subscribe button if you're watching and you're not yet a subscriber. We'd appreciate that. That would be wonderful. This is Vancouver International Airport. We're on runway 26 right, mid-center, midfield, I would say. Servicing this Dreamliner, loading cargo. So yeah, things are doing well, and hey, I'd like to take this opportunity for a very special thank you to Andrew. Thank you, Andrew Baird. Andrew, I appreciate your £5 donation. That's very kind of you. Andrew says, great to have 2 shows in one day. Lots of love for YVR. Thank you so much, Andrew. Yeah, it's great to have you here, Andrew, and we definitely appreciate all your support and your donations to our shows, Andrew. You're appreciated. Thank you. So here is probably heading to Toronto. Let's have a look where that beautiful Boeing's headed to. This beautiful food, and I loved shopping in Tokyo. It's one of my favorite cities. Japanese are very kind and polite people. Yeah, just love Japan. And Wendy B, thank you, Wendy B, for your support. Wendy B is a business class member. She's been a member for 2 months. And Wendy says she's enjoying the stream. Wendy, thank you very much. I do appreciate your being here, relaxing with us here at Vancouver. So thank you so much, Wendy. That is very much appreciated. And Daniel Griffiths. Daniel, we'd like to welcome you to First Class. Thank you so much for your support, Daniel. Welcome to First Class here at Airliners Live. Awesome. So I'm just scouring what's going on here, scouring the field to see what's happening. We'll go back to the loading of the Streamline. Well, there's Air France. They're loading too. They're doing their load. A350, and we do have an aircraft on approach. And Lou Dehan, member for 15 months, Premium Economy. Right on. Thank you for the support, Lou Dehan. Appreciate it. Let's see where this airplane's coming from. I do see a Q400 from Fort St. John on approach. So this is, we'll slowly bring our camera around to Fort St. John. There it is. He's not exactly struggling to make the runway. Nice, lovely puff. That little beep you're hearing is the rotating beacon electrical interference. That beep. Nothing we can do about it. They're not going to turn that off for our benefit. And what else? Nothing available to the naked eye, but we have a United Airlines taxiing out. Double Uniteds. So as I say, we have a kind of dangerous situation with all these fires that are going on here in Canada. In particular, Yellowknife, which was evacuated yesterday. There's only 1,000 essential people remaining in the town of Yellowknife. It's the territorial capital of the Northwest Territories. It's 500. Yellowknife is situated 550 nautical air miles north of Edmonton. And they did an airlift there yesterday, and they evacuated pretty much 20,000 people that left in cars and in aircraft. So it was a huge evacuation. That was big news here in Canada. And simultaneously, we have fires that are encroaching upon the outskirts of Kelowna, BC. The city of Kelowna basically straddles a lake. And there is West Kelowna, which is under more direct threat from these fires than the actual proper city of Kelowna, if you will. And they've evacuated several thousand people and several thousand homes in West Kelowna. So, as I say, our prayers and thoughts are certainly with all those people that their homes will not be damaged. It's scary stuff. Definitely. So, Buzza, member for 5 months in business class. Whew. Awesome. You're very much appreciated, Buzza. Thank you so much for that support. All of us here at Airliners Live, thank you very much. So, hello, Manuela. Somebody's going to Nova Scotia. Halifax. Did I miss that? And Craig Partington says, Henry, can you say hi to Autumn, Dowie, Harley, Mila, and Dominic watching for the first time? Absolutely. Thank you guys for joining and watching the show for the first time, and welcome. Do appreciate you guys watching the show for the first time. And we have this Canadian, no, it's Air Canada Jazz from Saskatoon, CRJ, on approach right now. There it is. Our next arrival. How embarrassing. Bear with me. Let's see if I can. I can't find our next arrival. So, well, I guess we can be patient. We'll have to be patient. We don't have much choice. Maybe I'll put my mug on camera. Chester Mike says United Airlines 2051 from SFO. Maybe that's this what just landed. Yeah, that's this. Chester Mike is referring to this beautiful aircraft. Making its way to the U.S. gates. Nothing immediately on the approach, though. Air France looks good, though, behind it. Beautiful looking aircraft. Very elegant. Uniteds. Okay, let's do this one. Tiny little engines on that Airbus, though, aren't they? Like pea shooters. I was hoping we might get some odd visitor into Vancouver as a result of the evacuations that have been taking place out of Yellowknife. You never know. It's very, you just never know, right? Something weird might pop up, but it's all about just being at the right place at the right time. So, Loopy says next in is an Air Canada Max from YHZ. Awesome. Thank you for the heads up on that. And Holly Delve has been a member in Premium Economy for the last 5 months. And Holly says, 5 months and enjoying every minute. Awesome. Well, thank you so very much for your support, Holly. We are glad that you're enjoying your membership with us here at Airliners Live. We appreciate the support. So if everybody is enjoying the show, perhaps you can hit the like button. That would be very much appreciated. That'll take everybody a fraction of a second, and it would help us out. So if you guys could do that, that would be thank you in advance for that. I'm just scouring the field here to see what's going on. See where we're going to point our camera. I see this guy's pulling into the gate right there, the San Francisco arrival. What gate's he going to? 74, it looks like. Yeah, he's pulling into 74. They're just marshalling him in right now. Yep. Nice. Probably a lot of cruise passengers on that as well. And Manuela Carmen says, after Air Canada Max, we have the Korean Air 787. Thank you very much, Manuela. Appreciate the help on that. I appreciate everybody's help. It's awesome. Thank you, Buzza, for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. So, what else can I tell you guys? It's been a pretty good week, actually. As I say, we've had good weather here in Vancouver. And right this particular moment, we do have a lot of cloud, smoke from the fires. Maybe I'll bring the camera around here after this aircraft arrives, and I'll show you what the North Shore Mountains look like. They're just we've got a lot of hanging smoke. So this is our Halifax Air Canada 361, setting up on runway 26 right here at YVR. It's a long flight from Halifax, 5 hours, thereabouts. Yeah, lovely. Double puffs. That's the modeler's view right there. Have been stowed. Bring the camera around, so we're kind of halfway there for the Korean Dreamliner arrival from Seoul. So let's sit here on the Air France for the time being. Yeah, I do see the landing lights now for our Seoul brother flight from Incheon Airport. Is Korean Airlines Flight 071. As soon as it gets a little bit closer, we'll get the camera on it. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Glenn's Aviation Love, thanks for the heads up that BA is 48 minutes out. We're getting closer. Right on. Terry Edwards gifted 1 Airliners Live membership. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate your help, as always. Mega appreciate all that support. Thank you. Glad you like the close-up, Ken. I do like to do that now and again. So let's go get the Korean. Seoul brother arrival. She is looking mighty fine. Yeah. But finesse. Let's get those spoilers coming up. Or down, I should say. It's rolling longer than the others. Runway hog. Yeah, it's a standard rollout. For us. We're waiting patiently. Maybe he doesn't know it's so windy out. Who knows? That's our Korean Airlines Seoul Brothers arrival. It's the Korean Airlines Flight 071. Spoilers are still activated. Oh, there, now they go. Now they're stowed. And I think we have a Jumbolino in the neighborhood. Yes, we do. An RJ85. Looks like it's setting up for approach. Not sure if it's going to come in on our side or if it's going to go south side Johnny. We'll have to see. the brand has served Korean Airlines or Korean Air well. I think they should keep it. It looks good. I mean, think of all the aircraft that they don't operate that have carried this color scheme. 747 SP. What else? F-28. There's others as well. MD-80, of course. DC-10. Quite a few aircraft types have come and gone through this color scheme. Oh, look at that. Double Korean. Isn't that neat? I like that. That's a screensaver shot right there. Double tails. Isn't it wonderful? It's a Korean tribute. It's nice to be able to, have fun with that stuff. But yeah, I think it's fascinating to look back at the aircraft that were operated by Korean Airlines, through the scheme that we're seeing right now, since they introduced the scheme in about 1985. So again, I named MD-80, 747 SP, DC-10, F-28, and I'm sure there's others. Well, of course, 747-400. $767. Some Koreans going in there, gate 66. And so Andrew says, I quite like the wind noise. I enjoy blustery days. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you don't mind it. Glenn's Aviation Love says the last time I saw a A380, it was BA. Well, Flat Infinite, thank you for joining us. And what have we got on approach? I see landing lights. I see, oh, it's an RJ. It's an RJ. I can't wait. I love my RJs, so we're going to go get the RJ. Just love RJs. Let's bring on the house radio, because I may film this.
Heavy taxi, Juliet Hotel, Delta 7. Juliet Hotel, Delta 7, Air Canada Dreamliners. Vancouver ground, Pasco 3057. Pasco 3057, ground runway 26 left, for 3000 taxi, Echo Delta 7. Taxi Echo Delta 7, for 26 left, Pasco 3057.
Summit Airliner. What a nice show that was. I sure enjoyed that. Love seeing the Summit. Just a beautiful piece of equipment. I mean, seeing RJs, in the year 2023, flying passengers, it's a treat. It's definitely a treat. These aircraft are few and far between in the passenger role on planet Earth in this year, 2023 AD. Very cool. What's next? Everything is foggy. To my eyes, everything. I don't see any dirt on the lens. Things are looking sharp to me. Yeah, the screen is pin sharp from my camera. We don't have any dirt on the lens. Hello, Farang Travels. Thanks for joining us, and William Sue, I do thank you for joining us. Thank you, Milton. Hey, it's good to see Milton Banis here. Thanks for watching the show, Milton. Awesome to see you. Milton Banis is a long-time aircraft slide collector. He's old school. I'm old school. We're from a long gone, long past age. It's an age from a long time ago. Back in the day, we used to collect color slides of airliners. Well, we still do, actually. And Milton is a hardcore aircraft slide collector, and has been collecting slides for decades, just like myself. So it's great to see Milton here on the show. That's fantastic. Somebody's cleared to land. Eyeballs are peeled.
Okay, that is submitted. Skywest 3321, cleared Seattle Airport. Georgia 6 departure. Flight plan route. Runway 26 left. Departure 1323.
Scouring the airfield. This Korean Airlines just arrived from Seoul.
Skywest 3321, go ahead to clearance.
Just looking at the flight approach. Jazz inbound from Sacramento. Jazz 595, CRJ 900, setting up for descent, final descent into Vancouver.
Oscar Echo Hotel, Sierra Tango, taxi Alpha India.
Let's have a look at JAL. Move the camera around to Japan Airlines.
JAL 766 Vancouver clearance, PDC readback correct, departure frequency 1323. Mike Oscar Whiskey clearance from westbound, I think you want the Dory 7116.
I'm looking for the CRJ, guys. Oh, I see it. Okay, I now have visual contact with the CRJ that's coming in from Sacramento Airport.
Salmon 6717, Tower 187.
Hello, Miss Wolves 13. Thanks for joining the show, Miss Wolves. Okay, I'll bring the camera around when the RJ gets a little bit closer. Right now, I'll just keep the camera on the ground handling here over at JAL. So the battery's collapsing. We're going to do a battery change like right now. So bear with me, guys. We're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll be back just a second, guys. How are you doing, guys? How are you doing? Is everything good, guys? 5x5. Thanks, Whoopie. Thank you very much for that. We've got a lander, though. We got a lander. WestJet 37. Yeah. Nice compression down onto the oleos. Dreamliner pushing. The Dreamliner is heading to Frankfurt. This is the Air Canada A380 service. Beautiful. Action's picking up for us, just the way we like it. Beautiful. Getting nice and busy. Nice and busy, nice and busy. Got another lander. CRJ, I think. I'll call it as a CRJ. Yeah. It's from Victoria, British Columbia, just across the water. That's a short RJ flight. Ooh, sloppy landing. A319 from Edmonton. It's Air Canada 241. I'll take the camera around in a second. So, yeah, this is heading to Frankfurt. Gojo Love is correct. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to get this landing shot. Actually. Airliners taxiing fast off to Frankfurt. We got a flare arriving here. Lots of people just arrived here to soak up the action. Very groovy. Action for us, and it's great to see aviation fans out here. Very nice. Oof, the wind is ferocious. Air France A350 pushing back for Charles de Gaulle Airport. Hello, Tony Sanchez. Tony is watching from Derby, near East Midlands Airport. Very sacred ground for die-hard classic airline fans, the old EMA airport. back in the day, back in the 70s, Fueled Aviation used to have an overhaul facility at EMA, East Midlands Airport, Castle Donington, and they used to overhaul Viscounts. They had a major Viscount overhaul facility at East Midlands Airport back in the 70s. So yeah, lots of great images, color slides were taken at EMA long time ago.
Canada 1081, taxi Juliet Hotel, Delta, Delta 7. Hey, Juliet Hotel, Delta, Delta 7, Canada 131. Guys, 155, give way to the max off your right, southbound on Juliet. All the way to the back, Jazz, 155. Guys, 155, you now taxi all the way, Juliet Hotel, Delta, Delta 7. Hotel, Delta, Delta 7, that's traffic, Jazz, 155.
Charles de Gaulle Airport. Tony Sanchez says, yeah, exactly, and work for DHL there at EMA. Duncan's back in the house.
Air Canada 344, contact ground 121.7. 0.7344. 9 clearance, all correct, departure frequency 12612. 6 call, Jazz, 9 and have a good one. Air Canada 344, Juliet, short of Lima. Yeah, 344, taxi, Juliet, Hotel, Delta, Delta 7. Good, Hotel, Delta 7.
Now, Air France should call up any second.
Delta 16 early, taxi Alpha.
That's a nice shot, isn't it? Callback, the readback from Air France.
Yes, sir, it's all uncontrolled over there, so your discretion. Thanks for letting me know.
This is a nice image, isn't it? Full frame Air France. That's a screensaver shot right there. Let's take a picture of that. Air France is slowly moving, I think. Slowly. That's too much. There we go. Oh, hang on, we got a rotation on the other side there. I think that's Frankfurt. Back to Air France. It's very elegant. says, are we staying on Saturday? I guess we're just going to play it by ear. We're just going to see what our volumes look like. See what our passenger viewing volumes are going to look like for Saturday. Glenn's Aviation Love says British Airways is 10 minutes out. Good to hear. Good news. 8 minutes, according to Gojo Love. 8 minutes to British Airways. Thank you, Tony. Tony Sanchez, appreciate your joining the stream with us today. We'll see you another time. Okay, we've got this arrival. Move the camera around for the arrival. There it is. So again, this is the Los Angeles arrival, Embraer 175 United Express.
Expect to taxi out in just 18 minutes.
Oof.
2057, I'll be texting you out just at 53 past the hour. You're only 4 minutes away. Okay, you wait there. 757, they're told to come in behind you, behind your gate.
that the Lufthansa 747 is an hour and 15 minutes out from now. So it's 1:40, so 2:40. Yeah, 3 o'clock. It'll be here at 3 o'clock, basically, which is pretty much standard operating procedure. So, yeah. And BA from Gatwick is getting closer. 5 minutes. Condor's already going out. Wow. So yeah, first of all, we've got a Boeing 737 MAX of Aero Navas Mexico, or Aero Mexico as they're called today, inbound from Mexico City. It'll be arriving in 1 minute. Behind that, we've got our British Airways. Busy. Super busy, I have to say. Yeah. Hello, Sue Major. Thank you for tuning in, Sue. Nice to see you here. And V1 is going to be flying from Calgary to Vancouver to Hong Kong and Sydney. Okay, I see the Aero Mexico. And yeah, the A330 is heading to Montreal. I see British Airways getting closer. Okay, let's get this landing.
And a 26 Vancouver ground, runway 26 left, altimeter 3000, taxi Alpha, apron, and Bravo.
I have British Airways in visual approach, or in visual contact with me. So, give me look at the British Airways. Here it is. back to the final approach of 26 right. We have another airplane landing. Looks like a Air Canada Jazz CRJ. Yes, it is. It is.
132.3. 923, thanks. That's 31, continue the taxi now. Lima, Juliet, Hotel Delta, Delta 7.
Really busy. Yeah, who's winning? I agree. Yeah. Mexico, 737 inbound from Mexico City. We saw it landing just a few minutes ago. YVR is very strict, right? They've got these departures, overseas departures, set for certain times, and there's no flexibility in them. It's interesting. It is what it is.
Thank you, Air Canada 294, ground runway 26 left, altimeter 29er. Taxi out to Gulf Hotel Delta, Delta 7. 2 to 5 of the Gulf Hotel Delta 7.
Nice in this colors, I think. Looks really good, actually. Perhaps even better than the Max. Well, busy. It's been real busy. incredible.
Decimal 12, transponder 2631.
So I guess Japan Airlines is pushing back. Yeah, they're going to push back right now. He just called for pushback, Japan Airlines. So we're just we'll watch him do the push. Yeah, Gojo Love. I like the mask. The mask is I like the Air Canada mask, and it looks really good on the A320 for sure. John Southwell, you say everyone wants to come to Vancouver. Well, you're welcome. We've got lots of room here for everybody. We've got lots of room for everybody. I mean, look at the space that we have here for spotters. Do we have a shortage of space or what? There's one fellow down there spotting, and then there's me up on the hill. So we've got another hill over there. We've got all this empty space, so there you go. No shortage of space for people to take up spots and enjoy the action.
Vancouver Tower, number 2, flying south 344 miles final, wind 280 at 15, gusting 22, clear to land, runway 26 right. And 278 heavy ground, taxi via Juliet, Ultra.
A lot of airplanes piled up on the other side waiting to depart. Ooh, wow.
766 ground,
WestJet and Q400. The Air France is number 3, actually, to depart on the south side.
Air Canada 82 heavy ground, runway 26 left, altimeter 29er.
Just waiting for JAL to push.
Juliet Bravo, hold short, Juliet.
So, yeah. Yes, Paul, I will film your landing. We just need to know the exact details. So when you've got those details closer to the time, we'll be here to film it. Yeah, the mask looks good on the 220 as well. No, the mask is, yeah, it's awesome. I guess the mask is an homage to the old black nose that they had on the 1965 Air Canada livery when they switched it away from the Trans-Canada Airlines livery. Yeah, yes, Paula, when we know that you're coming over, we'll make a special effort to record your touchdown. Ooh, that's cool. Wow. Okay, we got a quick lander here. Quick lander on my side. Oh, it's a Saab 340. Great action, I have to say. Hear that wind? Whoa! It's crazy. Let's wait for JAL, see if they're ready to push. No, not yet. Another heavy. Revenge of the heavies. next? I see an aircraft on approach. Oh, Air France is taking off on the other side. So this is a Q400, so I think we'll just, let's see if we can film the Air France departure. That'll be neat. I'll just hold the camera right here to see if we can get Air France. Hey, I'm glad you liked Pacific Coastal, Andrew. And welcome, Shredderhead. Welcome to the show. Benjamin Ewing says, my mum is on the flight landing from Regina shortly. I'm very late picking her up, but they will watch the replay and tell her I watched her land. Okay, well, we'll have it here on the show. Thanks for the heads up, Benjamin. We're waiting for Air France here. Waiting for Air France. I think Air France might be on the roll. Yeah, they are. They are. We're ready to pounce. Happening here on the south side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 aircraft piled up waiting to head out on runway 26 left. It's a lot. I mean, when we do our south side shows, we see all that. So maybe one of these days we'll do a south side show just to, for variety. That's what I'm thinking. So we might just do a south side show soon. Just because I'm thinking it might be nice to do. You're right, Shredderhead. Tons of action. We're pretty blessed with the action. Position for the next departure. Right, there we go. The next one is none other than Flair heading to Montreal. It's the Flair 102, which should present itself here just in a moment or two.
7076 Vancouver Tower, unfortunately haven't been given the nod from South Tower, and they are quite busy with the lineup for departure. So in 28015, clear to land.
We've got a FedEx Cessna on approach. Thanks, Loopy. Okay, Flair is on the roll. Off to Montreal. It's the Flair 102. We're going to follow it out here. We're waiting to pounce. We're waiting patiently in our lair. Where is it? Should be somewhere around there, and I'll zoom in as soon as we've got it. Yeah, there it is. Climbing like a lead sled. That was Flair. And next is a Q400. On the departure side, but they've got some good heavies going out. They've got the Korean Airlines Cargo Bird, and behind it they've got Air Canada 882 to Zurich. So, speaking of Air Canada has announced that next April they're starting Singapore service. And of course, as we know, I've already announced in a few months they're going to be starting their Dubai service, Vancouver, Dubai, on Air Canada. That's exciting. That's very exciting, if I dare say so. I've never been to Dubai. That might give me an opportunity to get there direct out of YVR. Oh, the Q400 went out high. But next is a Air Canada A319 heading to Winnipeg. So hopefully we'll be able to catch that here. So. Oh, there goes Rouge. Rouge looks good. A319. Waiting for this Air Canada A319 heading to Winnipeg. Yeah, it's rolling now. It's rolling now. We'll just pounce on it. We will pounce nicely. There it is. There's the little Cessna you were talking about. FedEx Cessna that arrived. Nothing too exciting there. Operated by Brooker Wheaton, Canadian Reggie. And next on the departure, let's see what we've got. It's rolling. It's San Francisco Air Canada A320 flight 566. So let's see if we can follow it out. should present here in a second. Waiting for it. And we can zoom in and pounce on it. There it is. Okay. And next, what's next on the agenda? Next is a Vancouver Los Angeles MAX Air Canada 556. That's next. So we've got a couple heavies coming out too. Yes, he wants to be a plane when he grows up. Okay. So British Airways will be in about 45 minutes from now, roughly. Sorry, not British Airways, the Lufthansa 747-400. It's about 45 minutes from now, so we'll just hang out. We're going to wait for it. We'll see how many of you want to hang out with me. Is there an issue with JAL? Yeah, good question. I think there might be, because they haven't moved. They haven't moved a muscle. They're sitting there dormant. So I wonder what's happened. So what's after that? Next is a CRJ heading to San Diego, followed by the Korean Cargo 767 or 777, I should say. So yeah, let's wait for this. Still, JAL hasn't moved a muscle. And so we're just waiting for. I'm waiting for this Korean Cargo 278 to depart on the south side there. And behind Korean is the Air Canada 882 to Zurich. So some quite nice heavy departures momentarily. Right now, right here and now, our next departure is the Korean Airlines Flight 278 to Seoul. Rolling. It's rolling thunder. 777 freighter on the roll. Airspeed's alive. I can hear the engines. Definitely hear the engines. There it is. this WestJet landing for that Korean Airlines departure. So next is our Zurich departure. So let's get in position for Zurich. So yeah, Zurich is on the active right now. Air Canada 882 Dreamliner 9 off to Zurich, Kloten Airport. So let's wait for it. Very fine August afternoon here in Vancouver. It's 2:16 local time. You're watching Airliner. Yeah, thank you very much, Beer Guy. Hope they've forgiven me. You're watching Airliners Live. This is the Vancouver show. Tomorrow is the Super Sunday show. Be sure to tune in for that. Andy and Martin and the crew, Manchester. It's always a great show. There it is. Stuff. Wow. And look at this. Japan Airlines is still not off the gate. They're still sitting there, even though they did request their push. So, thank you, Carl. Duncan White, he says there's no Sunday show. Apparently, the Manchester show today happened because of the World Cup. Okay, that's thanks for clarifying that, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate that. No Sunday show because of World Cup. I'm not a follower of organized sports, so I do apologize for my ignorance on that count. No Sunday show. That's right, everybody. There is no Sunday show. The Sunday show is today because of the women's field final, women's football final. Yeah, World Cup. Karen says World Cup tournament. Shredderhead, this is not a football channel, it's aviation. Yes. I do agree. As I say, I'm all aviation. I don't follow any organized sports. My brain only has room for one obsession, and that's aviation. So I'm through and through aviation hardcore. Sports or I don't know, whatever, just doesn't interest me. I'm all in, 120%, 200%. Av geek. Full-on lifelong aviation fan. So, football, soccer, hockey, you name it. Zero interest. But I know other people are interested in it, but it's just, I'm all in on aviation. And the various aspects, it could be slides, models, safety cards, aircraft display models. But I don't collect Ken and Barbie dolls. I don't collect, pop bottles, Coke bottles, beer bottles, records. I like music. There's certain musics I definitely like. Well, I wonder what happened to JAL. Did they throw in the towel? Yeah, it's weird. We haven't heard anything on the radio regarding the delay on JAL pushing off the gate. So don't know what's happening there. Duncan YT said there was a vote on Wednesday's show. Think to do the show. No, it's gone. I was reading it. It just vanished. Oh well. It's weird. I was reading it and the comment completely vanished. Oh well. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. Oh, it's back. There it is again. There was a vote on Wednesday's show. Think to do the show on Saturday or Sunday. The vote result was to do it on Saturday. I think some of the Manchester team are watching the World Cup. England versus Spain. Okay? Andrew Baird says, I'll be watching Airliners Live tomorrow. So, Andrew, there is no Airliners Live tomorrow. Apparently, they did it today. So, they did the Saturday show. No, they did the Sunday show today, Saturday. So, there won't be an Airliners Live show tomorrow. So to see the capped blue mountains, that's from our location at the South Terminal. We'll go back to the South Terminal. I just wanted to get in lots of filming here, just in case they close the road, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen imminently. There's not too much on the approach right now, I don't think. Yeah, there is. We've got a 737 coming in from Calgary in about a minute. So, yeah, that's about a minute away. So, Wubbers says that the Lufty 747 is 30 minutes out. Great. Wonderful. Top notch. Is there any other heavies in the region? Not really. Okay, I see this Calgary 737-800 WestJet. I've got visual on it. I can see the lights.
Oh, sorry, you're going to gate 14, right? To the hotel in 12C, but... Sorry, wrong guy. Yeah, 642, taxi Juliet Hotel Delta 7. Hotel Delta 7, Air 642, thank you.
My battery's at 20%, so maybe after this I'll change it.
Just follow in 6 now, push back gate 37 at your discretion.
Oops, that's me. Sorry. Apologies. Just getting into my panning vibe.
1449, ground pushback, start your discretion.
Ooh. That was a nice landing. Still no action on Japan Airlines. let's maybe we'll do a battery change. We've only got 18% on the battery, so let's do a battery change. Air New Zealand, 40 minutes out. Okay, let's do a countdown here for battery change, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll be back in 1 second. We're just going to change. There we go. Okay, change the battery. Thank you very much for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. While I was doing the battery change, so nothing too serious. Little Beach 1900D of Pacific Coastal Airlines.
It's 406 already, check.
Taxi via Lima to the hotel Delta, Delta 7.
Air Mike Juliet, Shark Lima, Canada 540.
Alpha 754 taxi, taxi via Juliet, hold short.
Yeah, JAL is still at the gate.
At 117, tower contact ground 121, Delta 7, get it?
Ground, let's sit on up there, Ground, West 117, Juliet, Lima, 350.
217 ground, taxi via Juliet, hotel, Golf East.
Juliet, hotel call. West 117.
I'm just kind of waiting. Maybe I'll put myself on camera and we'll just have a little bit of a one-on-one chat. Why not? Okay, I've got the camera with me, and I've got the phone with me. So we've got a little bit of downtime, so I thought I could maybe answer some questions, see how you guys are doing. Do you guys have any questions? Now's the time to ask. As I say, we've got a few minutes here before we have some action, so it's a chance for us to talk one-on-one. And let's see, what if anybody has anything to say? Well, I can see Chester Mike says, check out the Airliners Live merchandise. It's neat stuff. I used to have an Airliners Live ball cap. I'm now wearing my Lufthansa 747-8 ball cap because my Airliners Live ball cap blew away on a live stream. It was really, really windy in the spring, and I just got home and I didn't have the cap. So somebody must have found it, or it ended up in a ditch somewhere here at the airport. But nice merch, so I will say, do check out the Airliners Live merch, and it's a good way to support the channel. So yeah, that's much appreciated if you guys could check that out and maybe purchase a few things that you might find useful, such as a ball cap, pair of socks, etc. What else? What else can I tell you guys? Henry talking Viscount. Correct. Yeah, so I operate the Jetflix TV aviation streaming service. For those of you that don't know, it is kind of like, well, it's like Amazon or Jetflix. Or Netflix, but it's Jetflix. So it's all aviation. We have 1,000 aviation videos that stream. You can stream them on your mobile devices, and you can even download the content through our apps. So if you're traveling, you can take aviation content with you if there's no internet. So you can download a bunch of our films and have them with you on your holiday or your cruise. So that's Jetflix TV, and it's a lot of classic airline content. It's Viscounts, Vanguards, DC-8s, Soviet era aviation, 1950s, 1960s. That's where my true love of aviation is. So that's kind of the content that I personally gravitate towards. So if you're interested in vintage aviation and classic airlines, you could perhaps check out my Jetflix TV streaming service. And also, I have a channel here on YouTube. It's just called Jetflix TV, so you can check that out as well. That doesn't cost you a penny. And I've been running my YouTube channel for about 15 years, believe it or not, 15 years. So I do have it's mostly classic airline content on my YouTube channel as well. So it's, again, just Jetflix on YouTube, so you can check that out. And some of you are already members over on my Jetflix YouTube channel, so the more the merrier. Would appreciate any eyeballs over there or subscriptions. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to the regular content that I have over on the YouTube Jetflix channel, so do check it out. Thank you so much for posting that link for me. But yes, I'm a diehard Viscount fan, Vickers Viscount fan, diehard to the core Viscounts. What else have we got here? So Matt Smith says the 747 is now at the top of the descent. It's 24 minutes out according to Glenn's Aviation Love. That's good. So so another 25 minutes and we'll have it here. I do see an aircraft on approach. So let me just put my camera back in video mode here, and let's get this, whatever it happens to be. Let's see what it is, what's coming in. It's from Denver. It's a United Airlines 737-800. It's the United Airlines 1801. So we can zoom in on that. There it is. I'll get my, there, that's looking good. I think it's looking sharp. Oh, he's battling some wind there. Nice. Nice. Beautiful. Textbook landing. JAL pushback, yeah. Look who pushed back. Japan Airlines. Japan Airlines pushed back. Yeah, they pushed. So we were waiting for them, and they finally decided to do it. Did it to it. There we go. And Glenn's Aviation Love says ANA 787, 20 minutes out. So we've got some good heavies. Nightbot, thank you very much for linking my YouTube channel. Nightbot is a good guy or gal. Much appreciated, Nightbot. Yeah, linking my YouTube channel for us. That's awesome. So yeah, we've got the 787 of ANA 20 minutes away. So we've got Lufthansa, we've got ANA, and we've got Air New Zealand. triple. So that's really good stuff. Okay, so yeah, they're just disconnecting right now, Japan Airlines. Butter. Nightbot says Loopy is my boss. I do as if I am if I do as I am told. He said I will give me a day off in 3 years, 21 days, 12 hours. If I'm really good, I get to sit down. Excellent. Yeah. Nightbot's a good bloke. JAL should be taxiing any second. So this time last week we were having a devil of a time with our Wi-Fi. It was just crazy. Oh. There you go. Japan Airlines wants to taxi. But yeah, we had a devil of a time with the Wi-Fi, and it completely collapsed, and we lost the show about, I don't know, an hour into it, maybe 2 hours into it, I can't remember, but we did lose the show because of our Wi-Fi. So hopefully you guys, we've had clear Wi-Fi on this particular show. I hope we have. Air New Zealand 30 minutes out. Wi-Fi very stable. Thank you, Loopy. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was a wonky day last week. It just, sometimes we have bad Wi-Fi days, and thank goodness they're not, they're not too common. There's JAL taxing. Looks good. They have a nice airplane. Vintage aircraft. Very nice looking airplane. That is nice. And as simple as the scheme is, it looks good. I mean, I could do with a little more color on it, mind you, but I will say something. If the temperature was about 3 degrees Celsius, it would be really cold out here. The wind has been, non-stop, but it's still warm enough. But if it was close to zero, this would have been a very, very painful show. Nice side profile here of the JAL. got a Delta Sky connection as our next arrival. It's an Embraer 175. Jeez, the wind is just insane. Crikey. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate that on the framing there, as I tried to do my best. Whew. Yeah, you know, it's funny you mentioned the snow, Glenn's aviation love. I was thinking snow too. I was just thinking, I don't know why, but I thought that if this was all covered in snow, it would be spectacular. So it's funny that you said that, because I had that same thought myself. We don't see this WestJet Dreamliners in here anymore. It's been many months since we've seen a WestJet Dreamliner here, unfortunately. They're no longer roosting in Vancouver. This is him, Korean Airlines Heavy. Right there. still got the bridge on the gate. They still got the gate attached there. Lufthansa 12 minutes out. Thank you, Glenn's love. That's right, beer guy. Yeah, some of my first shows were on brutally bad days. Lashing rain, blowing wind into the camera. It was just insane. Yeah, it was bloody cold and wet. It's like somebody said, "Oh, that guy's got a camera. Let's dump water into his camera. Turn the hose on." It was brutal. Good memory. Yeah, it was cold and wet, that's for sure. ANA, 5 minutes. Thank you, Meek VR. Sounds like Ireland. Yeah, I think so. So we've got an approach here. What is it? Right now we've got a 37 from Los Angeles. It's WestJet. It's a Max. No, it's an 800. WestJet 1697 from Los Angeles. So let's get it. Let's pounce on it. There it is. I think Japan Airlines is now rolling. Bring the camera around to the usual spot to wait for it. Yeah, Japan Airlines is rolling. Here it goes. It'll be here any second. There it is. Bye-bye, Japan Airlines. Well said. And WeekVR says the 747 Lufthansa is almost here, which is great news. Okay, I see the Lufthansa. It's almost here. We're going to bring the camera around to Lufthansa. There it is. Wow. Yeah, looks good. Looks very good. Air New Zealand is due in 1 minute. It's very close. So I hope you guys liked the 747. I really thought it was good. Did you guys like the 747? It was good, wasn't it? Okay. I've never seen it, but the 400's fantastic. I love seeing them. It is. I know. I know. Thanks for telling me that it was coming. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, guys, we've got the Air New Zealand is coming in now in 1 minute. I see Air New Zealand. Yeah, I see the landing lights on Air New Zealand. No.
That's the biggest passenger plane.
Yeah, no A380s coming into Vancouver, sadly. No more. No more A380s. Yes, last summer. Last summer we had the British Airways A380, that's correct, but not this year. No. No. Okay, well, I'd like to thank everybody for watching the Airliners Live show. It's been YVR. This is Vancouver International Airport. We've been streaming for the last 3 hours. It's just after 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time here in Vancouver. I hope everybody's enjoyed the show. For me, the highlight was definitely the Lufthansa 747-400 touching down. It was a beautiful landing. We had some other good heavy action as well. Nice wide bodies of Air New Zealand, Al Nippon, Japan Airlines. It was really a good show, and we opened the show with the Condor A330, which was really cool as well. So it was a good show. I really enjoyed it. We were lucky with the weather, and I just want to thank everybody for watching. So thanks again. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Henry Tenby, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody next week, next Saturday. And you never know, I might do a pop-up show during the week as well. So thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Thanks for watching. It's a beautiful airport, YVR, and we've had a really nice weather day today as well. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see everybody next week. Bye for now, guys. Bye.